Every time a new local LLM drops, I run into the exact same problem. Leaderboards give you synthetic MMLU scores and vibe checks. They tell you almost nothing about how a model performs on real hardware in production. So I decided to build my own benchmarking tool, DIY Smart Code Benchy. My goal is to have a reliable test bench I can use for comparisons in future videos on this channel. It is running locally right now on port 8600. In this video, I want to show you the current state, how it works under the hood, and get your feedback on what is missing. The first design decision was non-negotiable. 0 LLM judges. We don't use one model to grade another model's vibes. Every single test is evaluated through strict deterministic assertions or real Pytest execution in isolated sandboxes. Right now, I have organized the benchmark across 6 core pillars: coding, tool calling, canvas games, reasoning traps, negative constraints, and context retrieval. For example, in our coding suite, we do not just check syntax. We spin up 200 concurrent worker coroutines against an async rate limiter. The test verifies time monotonic expiration, lock contention, and deadlock prevention under actual thread load. The second priority was hardware grounding. A model scoring 90% is useless if it spills into system memory and crawls at 2 tokens per second. Here is what a live run looks like on our workbench. This is run 11 testing Qwen 3.8 on an AMD Radeon RX 7900 XTX with 24 GB of VRAM. The runner captures exact hardware telemetry, host, CPU, system memory, sampling parameters, and context limits. It tracks time to first token, prompt ingestion speed, and sustained generation throughput. On this run, Qwen 3.8 hit 59.4 tokens per second, passing 20 out of 21 deterministic assertions. Let's look under the hood at how the test batteries are constructed. For tool calling, we test strict JSON schemas and verify 0 markdown code fences leak into the payload. For reasoning, we run CyberCTF log investigations with adversarial honey tokens to catch hallucinations. And for front-end capabilities, we have the game arena. The model generates a playable HTML5 canvas game, like Asteroids or Brick Breaker. And we check if the canvas elements actually initialize and render. To make this useful for upcoming video reviews, I built a head-to-head comparison engine. Here is run 11 with Qwen 3.8, compared against our baseline run of Qwen 3.6 27B. You get instant visual diffs, overall score delta, exact test-by-test pass and fail matrices, and throughput comparisons. On our test bench, Qwen 3.8 generated 67% faster on the exact same GPU. Because I want to use this across the channel, when new weights release, the entire stack is automated. Inference engines like Ollama, vLLM, and llama.cpp run through a Python worker pool. Results stored directly in SQLite, and FastAPI serves the web interface. Even better, it exports verified run metrics straight into a video data JSON file. That means as soon as a benchmark finishes, our video generator can compose broadcast graphics without any manual data entry. Now let's be completely honest about where this tool stands today. This is very much an early work in progress. What works today? Deterministic sandboxing, real hardware speed tracking, and automated video reporting. What is next on the roadmap? Automatic model metadata, cold start and live VRM telemetry, overnight multi-model run queues, and reproducible manifest exports. It isn't ready for complex multi-step agents until we finish the state loop batteries. Right now, the codebase is private while I continue improving it and adding more test suites, but I'm open to making it public. Let me know in the comments if you want me to open source the repository. What critical test is missing from this benchmark, and which local model should I benchmark next? Drop your thoughts below and let me know what you think.